Hello guys, welcome to PTK. Today we're going to discuss about decision making. Decision structures assume multiple expressions which produce true or false. As a outcome, you need to determine which action to take and which statements to execute. Outcomes true or false. Advice: Python if statement is used to condition and execute a block of code. If statement contains a logical expression or depending on which decisions are made. So this is the Python if condition flowchart. When the condition is true, it executes the true statement and executes the rest of the code. But when it's false, it skips the condition and executes the rest of the code. Now let me give simple Python if statement. Age is equal to 9. So this is the example I'm going to show you. When the condition is true, we have to execute this and this as well. But when the condition is false, it won't execute this but only executes this. So I get age is equal to 9 and 9 is lesser than 10. So that the condition is correct, so it executes this and this. Let me show you. I executed, it came both as I said, but when I get instead of this 11, what does come? So if the condition is false, it executes this. But so now let me use single line statements too. If you only have one line to execute, don't worry. You can write at the same line. In the same line, you could give the statement. Let me show you. So I'm going to keep the same example, but I'll show you the difference between them. So the example is same, but what's the difference? So after writing the condition, I kept it at the next line. But here, if the condition is there and I gave it the rest. So the condition is correct, it executes this and this. But when the condition is false, it only executes this. Now let's see what has come. As the condition is correct, it came both. But if the condition is false, 11. So it came this. So the example is same, but the difference is that we wrote it at the next line here, but at the same line we wrote near the if condition. Now let me give Python simple if else condition. Give the Python if else flowchart. So this is the flowchart. When the condition is true, it executes the if true statement and then execute the rest of the code. But when the condition is false, it executes the if false statements. They are also called else statement and executes the rest of the code. Now let me give the if else condition. So let me give an example of it. So I'll get age is equal to 17 this time. And the condition is age is lesser than 18, or we can say 17 is lesser than 18. So if the condition is true, if this condition is true, it executes print my this and this. But when the condition is false, if this condition is false, it executes this and this. And now the condition is true. Let's see what does it execute. So it prints reminder as the condition is correct. 17 is lesser than 18. That's true. But when it's false, as I keep 19 instead, it comes. My age is 19. I am a major. As the condition is not true, it's false, as 19 is not lesser than 18. So it printed execute the major instead. Now let me use single line statement suits in here. So it is same like single line statement suits in there if condition, and here we are using an else condition. Let me give that one of the example. So this is the example. So the difference is that we wrote if condition and the else condition here at the same line. So So 8 is equal to 17, and if the condition is correct, it executes this. But when the condition is wrong, it executes this, as it's an else condition. So now 17 is lesser than 8. So it prints I'm minor. Let me show you. See here, I am a minor. But if I change it into 19 this time, it comes I'm a major. Let's see. As I said, the condition is false. So it came I'm a major. That is 19 is not lesser than 8. Now let me tell you Python if else statement. So an else statement can be combined with an if statement. An else statement contains the block of code that executes if the condition expression is false value. The else statement allows you to check multiple expressions for true and execute a block of code as soon as one of the condition values are true. Similar to the else statement is optional. However, unlike else, for which there could be at most one statement, there could be an arbitrary number statement following it. So let me give one example. So I kept one variable age is equal to 30. So if the if condition is true, it executes only that. But when the if condition is false, it goes to the else condition. It skips the if condition and goes to the else condition and executes this. But when both are wrong, it skips if condition and else condition, goes to else and execute this. So now the if condition is true, so it only executes this. Let's see what is come. As I said, it's correct, but if I'm going to keep if conditions wrong, but I'm going to keep else condition is correct by giving 45 instead. So it will come. My age is 45 and I'm a middle-aged person. So it came as because the if condition is wrong, but the else condition is true. But now I'm going to keep both are wrong, and I'm going to keep 55 instead. So let's see. So both our condition is wrong, so we'll skip them both and go to the else condition. So it printed this. So now I'm going to tell you about nested if. You can have if statement inside if statement. This is called nested if. There may be a situation when you want to check for another condition. After a condition resolves to true, in such situation, you can use the nested if construct. You can use the nested if construct. In a nested if construct, you can have an if else construct instead of if else construct. Let me give one example. I'm going to keep x is equal to 9. So if I say now I kept x is equal to 9. So I want to say something that if I kept if else, right? So for this if its else is this and this if else is this. So now if this condition is true, it executes, and if the second if is true, it executes this and this. But when this is true but this is false, it goes to its else condition. That's this and executes this. But when this is only wrong, it executes this and this. So now I kept x is greater than 10. So it won't execute anything. Only it executes I'm a boy and this. So if I execute it, it came this as this is wrong. But if I keep 11, the condition is correct. So it goes to here. But this is false. So it goes to its else condition this. So it will print this and this. Let me show you. So as I said here, it prints at 3. But if I keep both conditions at 3, this if and this if, So 34. So x is greater than 10 and even x is greater than 20. So if I executed it, executes this, this and this. So if I execute it, as I said, it came as both of the conditions correct, as 34 is greater than 10 and 34 is greater than 20. Now this is the end of our episode. For now, bye bye.